Here's one for you, Jimmy. This is from Nick. He asks, if an Englishman were to be the first Ballon d'Or winner since 2001, then who do you think it would be, Jimmy? Would it be Declan Rice or perhaps Harry Kane? If neither, who do you think deserves to win it this year?
Oh, this year, an Englishman. I think Declan Rice has been more or less perfect as he can be over the whole season. But then, if you look at what Harry Kane is doing in Germany, that's just ridiculous. So either one of the two for me is good for me.
It's funny, Jimmy. I mean, goal scorer yourself. I mean, I'm the same as you, mate. I look at Harry Kane. Now, I didn't doubt for a minute, Jimmy. I didn't doubt for a minute that he would do well. However, it's just remarkable what he's achieving out there. Absolutely remarkable, mate.
Yeah, but you know what's the thing about Harry? Harry, when he scores, he has so much hunger to go and score again, again and again and again. He loves it so much, and I think the football that he's getting at the moment, he's dropping in the midfield, he's getting more on the ball. I think he's enjoying himself so much that he's just loving it, and everything is coming off of it now. And he's one of the best finishers I've actually seen.
Brilliant.
Left, right, headers.
The lot.
Yeah, the lot.
What do you think, Jim, of the English squad? Obviously, you was with Gareth at the training, and the quality we have is unbelievable, isn't it? The English team.
Yeah, ability-wise, I think you're up there with all the big countries. It's getting the experience and the know-how and the calmness and being able to deal with the craziness of the English press and the ex-football players like you.
Well, yeah. What can I say, Jimmy? Let's go to another break.
Jimmy, tell me, mate. I look at that England squad, and I've got to be honest, mate. It's as good as a squad as any time I can remember. Right? I look at it, fantastic talent, absolutely fantastic talent. For me, there might be one or two question marks defensively. I think the goalkeeper's excellent. And by the way, what about his save at the weekend? That was nothing short of ridiculous. What do you think it's going to take, Jimmy? Because England have been very, very close. What's the one little thing they're missing to get them over the line in a major tournament? Is it luck? Is it a bit of skill? What is it?
I think things have to fall in place. I think ability-wise in every position, and I don't agree with you, Ali, on defensively. You have got really good defenders.
Yep.
And good footballers in there. It's getting the balance right, and that might be that you have to drop one big name. It might have to be. But to get the balance right and to get the team ethics right and to get to play in a way that gets you over the line. And the first thing that you're going to win, a little bit like Arsenal, it's not going to be pretty. It's getting over that line. And when you have got over that line, then you will see the next tournaments. You will bring some swagger with it. But in the meantime, you're not going to do a Spain and win it in a really beautiful way. You need to get over the line.
Well, here's a question for you, mate. I'm guessing if you're picking the England team tomorrow, I might be wrong. You might tell me I'm wrong. You'd start with a back four. If you would, what would your back four be? Have some of that, Jimmy.
You're putting me in trouble here.
Have some of that, Jimmy. You're in the hot seat. You walk into that studio, you're in the hot seat, Jimmy.
Oh gosh. Okay. My back four now.
Yes.
Reece James, right back.
Yep.
People who are fit, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love John Stones, but he's injured, so I would go with Gahey, and it would be Maguire or Ezra.
Yes.
One of the two. I don't know yet Which one?
I certainly took.
And then left back, the best left back that England still has, and he's fit now, is Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
But O'Reilly has been playing well. Hall has been playing well.
Yep.
And then Livramento, who's injured, I would definitely take. So
it's a strong defence.
I tell you what,
it's
Ali, that was the easy question, but about the Jimmy, behind Harry Kane, who'd you pick? Behind Harry Kane, there's the three.
Now,
Now this is a good one.
Now,
they've got so many options.
Great question.
Now, behind Harry Kane, who do you pick?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, mate, you can't ask me that.
Do you know something, Jimmy? I'll tell you right now. I'll
think
give you my
Saka starts,
opinion on
isn't he?
it.
Saka on the right.
Yeah. Saka is for me.
That number
I
10.
think when you asked me that question earlier about Harry Kane and Rice, Ballon d'Or, I think Saka would be very, very, very close behind them, or in that group, in that same group. That's how much I think of him.
They've got some talent in that 10 though as well, Jimmy. I mean, right, I've got to say to you,
Rodgers.
I think Morgan. I might be wrong. I just look at Thomas Tuchel and I think if there's a big game tomorrow, I think he starts Rodgers.
So
but
do
you
I.
think of the talent you've got in there, whether you could play Bellingham, Rodgers, Cole Palmer, Foden. Jimmy, it's unbelievable. He can't take everybody.
Yeah, and that's why I said you might have to leave a big name on the bench or not take him for the team. I don't know who I would go with at this moment of time. Rodgers has been doing exceptionally well. He's a little bit quiet in the last few weeks, but he's been doing exceptionally well. Bellingham is Bellingham, and Bellingham will always turn up in big games. He will always turn up in big games. Then you have Foden. Then you have got my boy Cole Palmer. What is a must?
What's he like in the dressing room, Jim? Cole Palmer.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the way he comes across.
But he's quiet but confident with the people that know him.
Yeah.
Really good kid. Really, really good kid. At the moment, he's trying to find his top form.
Yeah.
Needs an arm around him.
Yeah.
Needs some reassurance, But what a player!
Oh, on his
What
day.
a-
Unbelievable, Jimmy.
Brilliant.
What
Yeah.
talent, eh? Vision,
Yeah.
everything. Touch, vision,
Yeah,
the lot.
Plays on feeling. Plays on, I don't know yet what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the situation and that little moment that I have,
Magic.
I will make my
Yeah.
decision and I can change my decision.
Yeah.
He's
Talent.
He's such a talent.
Some talent. Ray, did I just hear the pressure having Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink?
Absolutely.
He's got
he got
young
to
Tom
Tom.
there.
He got to Tom there. He's a Leeds legend next to him.
He just crumbled. He just absolutely crumbled, Tom.
Tom the Grumble. That's his new nickname.
This is
Apple
talkSPORT.
Crumble, you look.
This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Ali Ray and two-time Premier League Golden Boot winner Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink. And Arnold Clark, of course, with our over 20,000 used cards online to choose from. They will have the card for you. Jimmy, of course, part of Gareth's coaching team during the last Euros, where England did well. I thought it did exceptionally well. Got to the final, beaten by Spain. And Gareth spoke to a man we all know very, very well, good friend of the show, Henry Winter, last week, and was asked if he would take a Premier League job in the future. Have a listen to this.
I've got no passion to just go and manage in the Premier League. I did that at 35. I don't feel the need to just go and do it to say I've managed in the Premier League. I've had one of the biggest jobs in world football, so I've been spoiled. But we've talked about the baggage that comes with me as an appointment if you're an owner. And there's a reality around, I can understand what that noise is. There's that bit that I think makes me potentially a complicated appointment for a club. And there's also the reality that I needed a period after England that consumed me for 10 years. I gave everything I had. I said to you, there were only two of us thinking about England 365 days of the year. That consumed everything.
It's amazing, Jimmy. I mean, the interview itself is incredible, and I can understand and I totally get what Gareth says. He's not for a minute saying he would never manage in the Premier League or Premiership. He would never do that. He wouldn't want to take part. But he understands it, and he's got no real passion to do it right at this moment in time. Can you see here where he's coming from, Jimmy?
Well, I know him a little bit better.
Of course.
Ray knows him obviously as well. He's a very calm, intelligent person. When he's doing something, he's going to do something for the right reasons. He will not, as he said, I don't need to prove myself in the Premier League. Go and get a job and show everybody how good I am. That doesn't motivate him. It has to be something totally different in his head that motivates him, and then he will take the job. But the England job, he's done that so long, and so many things happened, and it's a very, very, well, it's the biggest job for an Englishman. It's the biggest job and the highest pressurized job, and it is even though you don't play every week, it's an everyday job. And yeah, I've been there. I've seen him from close by. I've seen what is happened around him. I understand him. And then on top of them, that he is not the typical football manager. You know, it has to make sense. And that's why I think that's why he's saying what he's saying.
What do you think of the job that he did, Jimmy, as England head coach?
Absolutely magnificent. Mm-hmm. If you have a look when he took over from, if I'm right, from Sam Allardyce, with everything that happened. The England squad was divine. It was totally based on several individuals and groups and people who didn't like each other and players who didn't want to play for England. He's brought that all together. He's made them a unit again. Yeah. And from that, they could compete in tournaments, and they always competed. You know, 2 finals, 1 semi-final, a final outside of England, what has never happened. Yeah, you can say, yeah, but he didn't win anything. No, the platform is set now. He's made his steps, and now it's for somebody else to finish it off, hopefully. But he's done an absolutely magnificent job. Brought lots of players too. Played good football when we could. People forget very quickly when he took over where England were.
Where they were.
You know, and then when you become successful, they expect more. And that's just how football is.
Yeah, I mean, he's got togetherness of the players now. As a player, when you played, Jim, who was your manager you loved to play for? You had quite a few probably in your career.
Thinking back now, who I loved to play for was Guus Hiddink, because he was amongst us. He was one of us.
The boys.
Yeah. But the best one for me was George Graham. You know, because he was so tough on me. He was so hard. You've been.
I've been there.
He had that swagger, and he was like.
He fined me every other week.
Yeah, me as well. So, but he kept me.
We paid for his ass.
He kept me on my toes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I needed. Hard. That's what I needed.
Isn't that amazing, then, Jimmy? I mean, what? It must be very difficult to get the balance then, because you mentioned two guys there that some people would say are completely polar opposites.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Guus Hiddink, and yet both of them get through to you, and both of them helped you in your career.
Yeah. But if there was no George Graham, there wouldn't have been a Hiddink.
Yes.
You know, so George Graham got me from Portugal, molded me a little bit, called me all sorts of names in the dressing room when it was still allowed.
Exactly.
But that I took that, and I needed that. And then I went to the World Cup, and I had hitting, and that was totally something different than George Graham. And
it's a little bit similar to Ian Wright, really.
Yeah.
When he signed him from Crystal Palace, it made him the player he was.
Yeah.
Ian Wright,
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing, Jimmy. You mentioned that there, right? And it's something I'll ask you about, because you're without doubt 100% correct. You know, you used to get a bit of stick off the manager, and then you said when it was allowed. Now, the obvious question, follow-on question, that would be: have managers and coaches had to completely transform the way they coach and manage individuals and teams because of changes that have been made in society, if you like?
Yeah, look, I see it with my kids at home. You have to still coach the same way, but you have to say things in a different way, and you still can be hard to players, and you still need to be hard to players, but you have to bring it in a different way, and you can be. I'm a straight person. I've never liked, when I was playing, a manager to be not telling me the truth.
Yeah.
So I would always want to tell my players the truth, but you have to find the right way how to say that. And in that sense, we all had to change a little bit and put a little bit water with the wine. If that is an English expression, it's a Dutch expression.
It's a good one.
You know.
Yeah.
But that's still the message. Still the same message comes through.
Yeah.
You know.
Jim, did you? You wasn't long with Mourinho, was you?
No, Mourinho.
Would he have got the best out of you at that time?
I think he would.
Yeah,
I think he would. I think he saw me obviously playing, and I think he thought I was a totally different character than I was. You know, so he didn't speak to me when he came to Chelsea. It was the chief exec that called me. I forgot the name. Peter Kenyon.
Yes.
That called my agent and said, Jimmy can leave. You know, so and that was the conversation, and I went to Middlesbrough to come and join you.
Yeah.
And was that it, Jimmy? There was no personal contact at all.
No.
That's amazing.
No.
See, that surprises me.
No personal contact.
That surprises me, and to a certain degree, I'm not privy to it, but it disappoints me a little bit as well, because what you were just telling Ray and myself is something that we think should be a guarantee from any coach or a management, and there's that
conversation,
upfront honesty and conversation. So that surprises me, mate.
No conversation whatsoever. The only conversation was Peter Kenyon with my agent, and that was it.
Brilliant.
And who come in? Drogba come in, didn't he?
He did, didn't he?
You could have certainly competed with Drogba.
And then Drogba came in. First year, we all know he struggled. We had a good first year. We had a good first year. I had a good first year at Middlesbrough.
You did.
We finished. I think we finished
6th or 7th.
6th or 7th. What was the highest ever that we finished with Middlesbrough? I think I scored 18 goals that year.
You and Mark Viduka up.
Yeah, me and Mark.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was really good.
Some partnership, that boy. I'll
tell you what, they had some players Middlesbrough.
You better believe it.
Ali, Mark Viduka was a hell of a striker.
Oh,
hell of a. If he wanted to turn it on, he was unplayable.
Yep.
If he fancied it that day, yeah, he honestly he was on. You're laughing because you know it's true.
It's great fun as well. It was great.
I'll tell you how good he was, Jimmy. I couldn't wait to see the back of him at Celtic, right, mate? Jimmy, I'd have driven him down to Middlesbrough myself, mate.